What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the lab. I'm Dr. Sketch, as always. Well, it's time. It's time to start doing the Tomax and Xamot. I always forget Xamot's name, which is really strange, because Xamot is just Tomax backwards. Did you notice that? The twin, Xamot, is Tomax spelled backwards. So it's Tomax and Xamot. Should be easy to remember, right? Nah. Tomax and Xamot. Xamot and Tomax. Tomax and Xamot. Xamot and Tomax. Tomax. Sorry, show tune. So yeah, I guess we could just go ahead and get into this. Kind of excited about this one. I'm kind of dreading it a little bit. I don't know why. Maybe it's because this guy looks a little bit like Tom Cruise. I'm not gonna lie. He looks a little bit like Tom Cruise. It's kind of weirding me out, actually. The more I stare, the more I stare at this figure, it's like looking at Tom Cruise as a twin, and it's strange. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. Okay, so you guys can tell a little bit, what I'm talking about here. This guy looks like Tom Cruise. I mean, check this out. Look at the features. Does he not? Let's get the blurry out of there. Does he not look like Tom Cruise? I mean, seriously, look at that nose. He looks like Tom Cruise. It's bizarre. It is bizarre. But this is Tomax and Tomax. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn one of these Tomax into his twin brother, Xamot. So, we've got Tomax and Tomax here, and it just doesn't sound right that it'd be Tomax and Tomax. I mean, how would that work exactly? You go into a store and go, Tomax, and they both answer you? I mean, it makes no sense. So the mom was actually smart and named her son, well, the Hasbro mom, whatever, the toy maker mom, how do you say that? Toy maker man, toy maker mom, whatever, was smart and named one of them Xamot. Now, however, these are both Tomax. How do you know? Because they don't have a scar. Xamot had a scar. Obviously, you can tell Tomax does not have a visible scar. He does not have a visible scar. So first off, let's unbox these guys and let's compare them. Okay, so here's one of the Tomax brothers. Right away, I'm kind of digging this. I mean, he's got comes with all these little accessories. You got a gun. I mean, what would be a G.I. Joe without his gun? So here's gun, and then you got this little clip here for his gun. He comes with two knives, and I somehow lost what looks like a Molotov cocktail, but it's really not. It's the tip of this gun here. So, oh, that I just broke. No, I don't think I broke it. Okay, so there's the tip of that gun there. So pretty cool, and it also has this little clip that you can put in here. So that's pretty awesome, huh? Yeah, I like that. And then it comes with these two little knives, the jagged knives. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. And these knives you can fit into his little pockets, or he can hold them however you want to do that when you play with them or display them, because I mean, these are toys, so yeah, play with them. But if you want to display them, that's cool too. We're gonna do a little bit of a review. So these figures, these are, not quite like the Marvel Legends. These Hasbro figures, they have joints, bendable joints. They bend at the knee, it looks like, and there's only one knee joint, maybe? Yeah, it looks like there's only one knee joint. There's one that goes back and then one that goes forward. So, and then there's, of course, the ankle joint, and it looks like it goes side to side, like that. So it goes side to side, up and down, of course. So you can pose them certain ways. The thigh joint has the turning thigh joint, and then it also has this feature, which he can do the Van Damme thing, you know, Jean-Claude Van Damme splits. And I don't think Tom Cruise can do this, but maybe I'm wrong. So I don't know. What do you think? Put a comment below. Can Tom Cruise do the Van Damme? Can he do the splits? Do you think Tom Cruise could do that? You think he could pull it off? You think he could be the big man? Sorry. And then, of course, you've got your stomach, your abdomen right there. You've got your abdomen joint, which is cool for a G.I. Joe. This is like awesome. And of course, this isn't just any G.I. Joe. This is the classified series, you know. So, but you can go down like that, and he can ride in maybe a motorcycle or vehicle, or some of the punk vehicles that they're going to be coming out with, I think. Because that's what I had when I was a kid. I had the punk vehicle, and I had Tomax and Xamot, and of course those were the smaller figures. And then of course you got your elbow joints here. And it looks like you get, this one's double jointed, so you got a joint here and a joint here, or connecting part. That's a connecting part right there. See, you have this plastic joint right there that's connecting it, and it gives more versatility to the elbow joint. And then of course you have your shoulder, your bicep joint, and then your shoulder joint. So your shoulder joint goes up and down and circular. And same with the other arms, of course. The neck looks like it's a separate piece, kind of like the 3D print ones. The neck is a separate piece. And then you've got the head that kind of rotates on its axis. So, and he's like, exorcist, nah. I don't know, could Tom Cruise do that? Comment below. Could Tom play a priest in The Exorcist? Could he do that? Could you do that, Tom? Could you play a priest in The Exorcist? That would be interesting. And it looks like this is a it's like a rubbery piece. It just kind of sits there, which if I was gonna do Xamot, I'm debating whether I want Xamot's to be on the other side, because he can't be completely like Tomax. He has to have it. But can you do that with this? I don't think you can. So I think you're going to have to leave it the way it is, and it's just going to have to look odd. But they are twins. I mean, come on. They're twins. So, again, Hasbro did not do that. They did not make the twins. They did not make Xamot and Tomax. They made Tomax. This is Tomax. So, your hands are twist. Doesn't look like they come off really easily. They look like they might come out, but it kind of looks like they're pretty in there, pretty good. So your hands are not posable. They do not have joints on the hands. So these are just solid hands. And so I guess, you know, you can kind of bend them a little bit to hold your weapons, but you might have to have like a heat gun or something to be able to get those open a little bit, so you can put other types of weapons other than the ones he comes with in there. You got your cool little Cobra here. It's a neat figure. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this is a neat figure. You've got, I think that's it on the articulation. So he really isn't all that articulated, but he's still pretty articulated, and it's still pretty cool. I like the thigh twist feature, because since he does this, and he can do that, you try that sometime. You try putting your foot out like that, twisting your thigh. Gosh, that's gotta hurt. But it looks like, you know, these thighs, they interlock. See, look at this. I mean, they've got these locking pieces. If you can see that, They've got these locking pieces, and you can push them up, or you can take them out like that. So let's get this guy rotating. You know what? Let's put the gun in his hand. So we're gonna see. That's what I'm talking about. The weapon is not all that easy to arm him with. Oh, I don't want to break the gun. So let's try this hand real quick. Not real quick, but let's try this hand. Yeah, it doesn't look like he really likes holding these weapons. Okay, so there's his weapon. I don't know what kind of gun this is. If you know what kind of gun that is, leave it in the comments below. Say, hey, you know, this is whatever. Just to have fun. Just to have fun, because, I mean, not only that, it helps with the algorithms. You leave your comments. I don't even care if you guys, what you comment. Honestly, just be kind of nice and considerate. Don't be mean. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. Okay, so, and then let's get this guy rotating. So this is Tomax. This is what he looks like. And all in all, he's pretty stinking cool. While he's rotating and you guys are kind of checking him out, I'm going to put together his brother's gun here. Again, I lost the part that was actually supposed to extend the gun. I don't know what happened to it. Somehow I lost it in my chair or something. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Maybe if I get up. Yeah, I found it. It was under my bottom. So we'll put this together real quick. Put this in his hand, and that way we can kind of get them, these twins, looking like twins, looking pretty cool, pretty BA. Stuff his knife in there, in his little knife pocket, and we're going to put these guys back to back so they look awesome. So we're gonna kind of put these guys back to back and kind of show you them as twins. And if you do it this way, it actually does look like Tomax and Xamot, because the collar is on the other side. So let me see if I can get this. And I picked these up pretty cheap. There you go. Now let's get this thing rotating. Check this out. Look at these guys. Oh, you know what? This is actually cool. That's not cool, however. You know, brothers, you shouldn't fight like that. You know, we're trying to do a family picture here, and you guys are just throwing a fit. I don't think your mother appreciates it, and I don't appreciate it very much, honestly. You guys just need to behave. You can't just be throwing yourselves on the ground and having a fit because you guys don't want to take this family photo. It's just not fair to your mother. It's not fair to your mother. So, these guys, I'll be honest with you, these things look pretty stinking cool. I think they're going to fall again, but they look pretty cool. Even though they both look like Tom Cruise, and it's kind of driving me crazy that they look like Tom Cruise. But hey, leave a comment below. Do you think Tom Cruise could pull off Tomax and Xamot in a G.I. Joe movie? And I know there is a G.I. Joe movie. Maybe Tom Cruise could pull this off. Maybe he could pull off Tomax and Xamot. Who knows? I don't even know if he'd take the role, but yeah, maybe. It might be cool. He's been cool in some other movies. He was Jack Reacher. So, you know, there you go. And Mission Impossible. He played Ethan. So, yeah, he might do okay. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Would Tom Cruise be a good Tomax and Xamot? So anyway, we're going to show you guys what it would look like if Tomax and Xamot existed. It's a very simple fix. It's a very simple fix. And I'm going to show you guys. This is going to be awesome. Okay, so this is Tomax. I don't know if you know which one was Tomax or not. I don't want you to be confused. So this one's Tomax. Seriously. But we're about ready to turn Tomax into Xamot. And because there's got to be a Xamot. There has to be. Can't be two Tomaxes. It's just weird. It's just weird. So we're gonna kind of do some surgery on him. Just on his face here. And honestly, to give him the scar that Xamot has, you could probably just kind of soften this up a little bit and then kind of scrape it maybe with a razor, but be very careful when you do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a diamond tip Dremel tool, just a small one. I'm going to put this on somewhat low speed. Let's try 3. And then we're going to customize this thing, and I'm going to let you guys watch. I'm going to let you watch as I cut this dude's face up. That just does not sound kid appropriate. So this probably won't be found under kid stuff. So, because we're going to cut this dude's face. So here we go. Can y'all see that okay? So we're going to start right here. And we're just going to give him a nice scar. I'm sorry if I'm shaking the phone. I'm going to put him down real quick so I can get a better grip. All right. Sorry about the noise. So what we're going to do, just kind of scrape away that plastic. And I've got this sanding tool for nails. We're just going to kind of gently sand that area just a little. And you guys are probably thinking, that's it? You just gave him a scar? He's a twin, people. I'm just saying. He's a twin. The only thing that differs them is the scar. That's it. So, and then, now that he's got the scar, which I think is kind of cool, I'm going to make this a little deeper. There we go. Make it look like he really got messed up. Like somebody really took just like a knife to his face. Right, sand that away a little bit. Just gently. You don't wanna do too much because like I just got his ear a little bit. So, okay. So there's that. We're gonna kind of leave some of this on here because it kind of looks like skin. So there's his scar. He doesn't have one on the other side. Tom Cruise can pull off a scar. That looks pretty cool. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a little pink on there. We're going to use just a dab. I'm going to use Petal Pink. We're going to put just a dab on there. Oh, great. I covered up my brushes. Let me see if I can get behind here real quick without disturbing too much of the video. Didn't really think ahead on that one, did I? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to grab some of this petal pink, just a little, and we're going to paint Xamot's scar. Scar, brother. Long live the king. Okay, so we got a little bit of a scarring going on here. And that looks okay. He needs a wash. That's what he needs. He needs to just, take a bath. No, he needs a color wash. Which I might do later. I'm not going to do it on this video, that will take too long. But we're going to kind of touch this up a little bit because that looks a little bizarre. Give him kind of a discolorization to his flesh. And then if you really wanted to go crazy, you could get some Sculpey and just add some Sculpey to that area, and that way it looks like an external scar. We're not going to do that on this video, but I'm going to kind of scrape some of this off here. That looks like a pretty gnarly scar, honestly. I mean, I'll let you guys... Looks like a pretty gnarly scar. So that's it. That's what makes him Xamot, is that scar. I know, weird, right? But that is what makes him Xamot. So with that being said, hey, there you go. The easiest custom in the world. Just a little bit of a scratch. And probably could have just painted it on, but it wouldn't have looked as deep and as good. Honestly, I'm just being forward. It wouldn't have looked, to me, it wouldn't have looked as good. Let's see if we can get these guys. Honestly, I should have did this one, because this one, when facing this way, he has more of an open area, but that's okay. That's alright. I think I can live with it. So let's kind of get him posed up and get these brothers to get along here so they can take another family photo. These guys hate family photos. So there you go. I don't think they're going to stay on there, but we'll try. So here we go. Here's Xamot and Tomax. There we go. There's Xamot. Now he's Xamot because he's got that cool scar. And there's Tomax. And let me see if we can get a little bit closer. This thing's... I don't know. It's about as close as I'm going to get without messing up the view. So there you go. There's Tomax and Xamot. Awesome, right? Awesome. And I'm probably going to do a wash, but after I do the wash, I think these guys are a great addition to my collection. I'm actually pretty well pleased. Even though they look like Tom Cruise. No, I'm just kidding, Tom. No hate. No hate. I love you, man. So, anyway, there it is. So, let me know in the comments below what you think of Tomax and Xamot that used to be just the Tomax brothers. Was this a cool idea or was this stupid? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to see more cool videos, maybe cooler than just adding a scar to an existing figure, I have to admit, this is kind of crazy, but it was kind of fun at the same time. And these guys are really cool looking. They do look good as the twins. They do look good. So if you're going to pick up, a Tomax, make sure you pick up two, just because it's nostalgia. For those of you who actually remember the Tomax and Xamot twins. It actually is pretty cool to have them both. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I should have some other stuff relatively soon. I've been working on this Choo Choo Charles thing for my great nephew, and it's just not turning out well. It's not. I probably won't have a Choo Choo Charles video. Just letting you guys know, because this thing is not turning out well. The print, as you can see, I turned the thing off because it was just printing strange stuff. It just did not turn out. The Choo Choo Charles did not turn out. And I think it was the file. The file had a problem. And so I think the file was, even though it was on Colts3D.com, I think the file was intended for the resin printers, you know, the liquid resin printers, and not for the filament printers. And I haven't got a resin printer yet. I've got a filament printer. I like the filament printers, but occasionally you'll get a file that's meant for just a resin printer, and it doesn't turn out well on the filament printers. This one tried to print out Choo Choo Charles, and it kind of skipped the middle of the engine of the train. So it just had a bunch of supports. It had a bunch of supports. Let me see if I can grab it real quick. So here's Choo Choo Charles. This is Choo Choo Charles. This is the front of Choo Choo Charles. Okay? That's the front. It didn't print anything else. It was supposed to print an engine, you know, because this thing is supposed to be a train. I believe that's where Choo Choo Charles' head goes. I'm not real sure. But, I mean, it's cool. It's cool. It looks like, you know, whatever it is, it's cool. It's got these rivets and stuff. But it looks like a tray now for, you know, whatever. So, it probably will be now a tray for whatever. This thing cost me roughly $3. $3 to make this. Just, you know, just a tray. Yay. But, was supposed to be Choo Choo Charles, didn't turn out well. That happens. That happens when you get a 3D model. You know, you go and you download these files, and the files don't always work the way you want them to. And I'm not very good at tweaking them yet. I'm working on it, but I'm not very good at tweaking the files yet to where they can be the way I want them to turn out. I'm not quite an expert at that quite yet. I'm more of an artist than a digital designer, I guess, or a digital engineer. I would call it engineering. Personally, that's what it is. It's digital engineering. When you're dealing with 3D prints and you're dealing with slicers and software, you know, to design these things. I mean, designers are incredible. These guys who make these things, the guys and gals who make these things are incredible. Matt Myers Makes. You might check him out if you're into 3D printing. Matt Myers makes print-in-place designs. He actually worked for Disney and other places, and then he does these designs, and they're just incredible. I have some of them. I don't have any right over here to show you. Actually, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Hold on. So this is a tardigrade that Matt Meyer designed. That's a tardigrade. Isn't that awesome? If you know what a tardigrade is, it's a very microscopic little animal that feeds off bacteria, I think. But it's even got a kind of a cute face. I painted this, by the way. It didn't come like this. I 3D printed it. And this wasn't the hyperfilament, so when you don't get the hyperfilament, it tends to have breakage. And I broke the little toe off, and I broke another little toe off. So, but this is the stuff that Matt Myers makes, and they're all print in place. This is printed just like this. except for the head. You have to print the head separately and the body separately, but this is printed just like that. And occasionally, you know, he has files that, like a snake or something, that comes apart, prints in parts, you know, but these things are awesome. And they make good fidgets too. So if you ever get into 3D printing, look Matt Meyer up, because he makes some stuff, and it's called Matt Meyer Makes. You can't miss it, and he does some awesome stuff. Flexi Factory does good stuff too, but Matt Meyer's, I just want to shout out this free promotion to him, because dude's awesome. Dude's awesome. He makes some awesome stuff. I love his rattlesnake that he made. Go check it out. But yeah, so the Choo Choo Charles didn't turn out well. I apologize for that. For those of you who are really excited to see the Choo Choo Charles. Hopefully, maybe I can do one in the future. Maybe if you're a designer and you just don't 3D print, but you do the designs, maybe, I don't know, drop a comment below. Let me know. You know, maybe you could design one of these Choo Choo Charles, and we could print them out and display it on the channel. So anyway, I don't want to use up too much time here. You all got things to do. So thank you for stopping by the lab. Thank you for your support. Thank you for continuing to watch the channel. And continuing to comment, to like, and subscribe, and hitting that notification bell does help, because it gets you the latest videos from Dr. Sketch Labs. Man, I'm so appreciative of you guys. I really am. You guys are awesome. So until next time, hey, just go out there and be blessed. And hey, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Whatever you celebrate. Just have a happy holiday. Love you guys. Until next time, I'm Dr. Sketch. Thanks for stopping by the lab.